Bon matin! Les tripeuses trotteuses sont en direct de Gagetown! Good morning, Mayor Derek. Could you please talk to us about Gagetown? The village, not the base, please.
Sure, I'd be very happy to talk about Gagetown, this wonderful village on the banks of the St. John River or the Woodsquay. So from a historical perspective within Gagetown, it has a very, very long history. One of the first settlements within the St. John River Valley actually shared as the first English settlement with Jimsag and Majorville. But long before that, it was settled by the indigenous population, as well as it was a very large French community previous. So it has a long history, and the name came from an English, I believe he was a general, Sir Thomas Gage, who was granted a large tract of land to the north of us here, but the name of the village has come after his name. From a historical perspective, one of the most important things to mention here is we have a father of Confederation was born in Gagetown, Sir Leonard Tilley, and we'll have the opportunity this afternoon, or later this morning I should say, to visit his home where he was raised. We have, from a history perspective, we have Queens County Heritage, who have several installments within the village. We have a courthouse, which is a mainstay of theirs, where they have a lot of historical documents. We have Sir Leonard Tilley's house. We have the Loom Crofters, which is actually the oldest building in New Brunswick that's been transported here. It was originally set in the southern part of this village and moved beside the Sir Leonard Tilley's house. Sorry. Again, I could go on and on about the history, but you just have to experience it. So please come and experience it. And the surrounding areas as well have a ton of history.
On se retrouve à côté de la maison de l'honorable Samuel Léonard Tilley, l'un des pères de la Confédération. Aujourd'hui, sa maison est devenue un musée. On vous encourage à venir la visiter.
Ce studio derrière moi fait partie aussi du musée. Anciennement, c'était une maison, bien sûr, et c'est l'une des plus anciennes maisons du Nouveau-Brunswick.
On vous encourage à visiter un deuxième musée si vous êtes dans la région, le Courthouse Museum.
As you had mentioned, don't be confused with us and CFB Gagetown. CFB Gagetown does get its name from us, not us from them. That is the result of the Canadian Forces Base setting up here, several decades ago. There's large tracts of land to the west of us that form the base, and a lot of people had been resettled out of those properties into surrounding communities, and Gagetown would have gotten a number of residents that would have been displaced when the base got into place.
Tout juste derrière du centre communautaire, on a ici la patinoire extérieure. Durant l'été, on peut faire du basketball. Et tout juste derrière, on a aussi un parc où est-ce qu'il y a des structures de jeux pour les enfants et des tables de pique-nique.
Okay, from a perspective of things to do, well, there's not enough time in this video to handle it, but I'll just cover some of the most important parts. So over my shoulder here is the St. John River. It's a mecca for pleasure craft, fishing, as you can see people off the dock here. We have the marina up here to my right. Also canoes and kayaks behind me, because the opportunity to explore This part of the St. John River and the lakes beyond it are phenomenal here. It's great water to enjoy, and you can go from here to anywhere in the world through the mouth of the St. John. So through reversing falls, and you're connected to the rest of the world. When exploring the St. John River Valley, which is sometimes known as the Rhine of North America, because there's something like, can't remember the exact number of navigable miles, but it's in the hundreds of navigable miles of fresh water to explore. Not only just the river, but also the lake system here, such as Grand Lake, which I could be in 15 minutes, or Hart's Lake, or Washtemowick. There's many lakes that surround us. So it's a great base if you want to come fishing, kayaking, or boating just for pleasure purposes. From a restaurant perspective, just to my left we have Gulliver's, which is a phenomenal restaurant that has its own place to bring your boat to, should you want to stop and boat to have your dinner, and also has places to stay. We have other bed and breakfasts within the community as well, and other Airbnbs that can be found on their app or other apps such as HomeAway. We have the Creekview restaurant right up over the top, which is great home-style food and phenomenal new pies. We have the Old Boot Pub that has a lot of live music. They also operate the official marina of the village and has a great selection of your favorite vices with beer, rum, vodka. Enjoy. And we have other businesses about to set up in the village as well, from a restaurant perspective and pub perspective. So it's a very vibrant community to come and enjoy a lot of things that we have going for us here.
Nous sommes présentement au parc Rotary. C'est un bel endroit pour pique-niquer, se baigner, faire du canot, du kayak, ou même juste admirer le fleuve Saint-Jean.
Nous sommes présentement sur la marina. Si vous êtes des amateurs d'oiseaux, ici, c'est un bel endroit pour pouvoir les observer. De plus, de nombreux bateaux viennent s'y accoster pour profiter un peu de la région. Vous recherchez un endroit où séjourner lors de votre passage à Gagetown? Voici l'un des bed and breakfast présents dans la région. Ici, on a le Steamer's Bed and Breakfast.
Nous sommes derrière le restaurant The Old Boot Pub.
Vous cherchez un endroit où manger? Venez ici au restaurant de Creekview. Bon matin!
C'est vrai, faut que je parle. Je pensais que tu allais dire on s'en va marcher notre 3 km. OK. Non, je vais faire ça.
Le village, puis pas la base.
Okay, so history now, right?
You don't have to tell us. This is going to be a blooper, okay?
Okay. Are you going to give me a thumb or a finger?
Qu'est-ce que tu fais?
Oh, you don't have to say that.
La belle